The Democratic Independent Party and the Freedom Party were among those who expressed their concerns over the electoral processes in the province. Newzroom Afrika reporter Atim Tongana spoke to the IEC's provincial officer about what happened.
Over 90% of the results from the highly contested city of Cape Town Metro have come in. But before we talk about that, I want the IEC's official here in the Western Cape, Mr. Michael Hendrickse, to talk to us about that disruption, first of all. What a way for the final IEC briefing to end in the Western Cape. Talk to us about some of these kind of incidents and complaints that you might have perhaps picked up from political parties.
Look, firstly, everybody has a right to express their opinion and their view on what actually happened and what was a particular experience. But for us to investigate that and look into it, it's not enough just to make sort of claims and slogans about it. So it's unfortunate that that happened. Where parties have been able to come to us and raise the issues, we respond to them. And that is how we've always been dealt. We are so transparent in terms of the way we conduct our elections, the results. For example, we actually put up even the result slip on our website. So we've been there's been a lot of those sort of measures that we put in place to be transparent and open. And then to respond where people have made claims, we can respond to it. But to make, it's difficult to respond to a generalized sort of claim without us knowing specifics.
Yeah, because there's a couple of members from different political parties, even as we speak, standing outside expressing how disgruntled they are.
Yeah. Look, some of the members out there, just based on the T-shirts, appear to be members of parties that are represented in our national and provincial PLC, where they know they've always been able to raise issues. They've been part of this process for a long time. The candidates and parties that have been contesting now have been part of our local party liaison committees, again, where they can raise their particular matters and issues.
Now let's talk about the city of Cape Town. It's a highly contested metro. The results are coming in very slowly compared to the outskirts. Give us a picture of how things are looking like now.
Look, you must remember that for the city, 801 voting districts are just in the city of Cape Town, out of our 1,500. So obviously it is the most activity election-wise will happen in the metro. So there will be take time. Generally, you'll see across the country as well, metros do take a bit longer to get finalized. But yes, that is where we are now. We're literally now in the home stretch.
And in the rest of the Western Cape province, we understand that most of those numbers have come in.
That is correct. All our municipalities, the local municipalities outside of the outside of the metro, have been in. So we have 24 municipalities finalized. The metro will be one, and then we have the 5 district councils. But that, obviously, given the way their structures work, will only be finalized by the end of November, once local municipalities elect their representatives to the district councils.
I do want to let you go, Mr. Hendrickse, but I just want to go back then to your views about how the voting took place. We know that there have been several instances where people did not head to the polls for various reasons. The voter turnout also being affected by the inclement weather conditions on Monday. Talk to us about how you generally feel about how things have panned out for the voting process.
I think, look, overall, in terms of operations, we responded fairly well. The weather, some of our challenges on load shedding, etc., all these particular matters were there. The short timelines that we were allowed to do this election in, I think we did a good job. Is there room for improvement? Definitely. I think we can really improve on it. I think some of the issues that you refer to about the registration of voters and what are those concerns, we'll have to look at that and see how, to what extent there was something in our systems, and to what extent there was also a level of responsibility on citizens to actually go and check. We've asked them to come to our stations, we asked them to go online, check your details and make sure you know that. And then we had an objection period. So we have tried to accommodate it. Like I said, we can always improve.
Room for improvement. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael Hendrickse, the IEC officer here in the Western Cape, summarizing everything. Remember that this provincial results operations center will shut down at around 6 this evening. They have concluded their work. They're just waiting for about 2 councils, which includes that city of Cape Town Metro, where we are seeing already that the Democratic Alliance is leading. But with the advent of these new, smaller political political parties, they're also beginning to grow in percentages. Therefore, those could also reflect into them gaining seats in the City of Cape Town Council. I'll leave it there for now. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Atim Tongana in Cape Town.